Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Pillion, 2026, Harry Lighton. This film follows a man named Colin. Meek and mild-mannered, Colin is swept off his feet by a man named Ray. Confident, strong, handsome, Ray decides to make Colin his submissive in a highly sexual relationship. But what neither realize is that this arrangement will forever change both their lives. This was an incredible debut from Harry Lighton here. This was a unique and very subtle romance film. What becomes apparent when watching this film is that writer and director Harry Lighton is supremely confident and unabashed in his portrayal of things that are still considered taboo in this culture. For those that might be off-put by this, this is your warning now, but you're going to be seeing a lot of dicks and a lot of bare asses in this film. Some of the sex scenes in this film feature unsimulated acts, so if that becomes too much for you, that's you're out. Regardless of sensibilities, I don't think the people that are going to be guffawing and, over, seeing a dick, I don't think those people would have liked this film anyways. So, Lighton presents this weird subculture with a level of class, honesty, and complexity that is rarely seen in movies that tackle such subject matter. This becomes readily seen when we examine our two main characters, that being Colin and Ray. The heart of this film, though, has to be Colin. What we see through Colin is a man discovering his identity through a very uncompromising relationship with a closed-off person in Ray. Over time, the black and white nature of the relationship shifts into something more gray, because that's what feelings do. Colin becomes more confident in his needs as a sub, and Colin's confidence starts to lower Ray's guard and soften his hardened exterior. However, sadly, the idea of softening that exterior scares Ray, and the film ends with him disappearing into the ether. On a bittersweet note, this relationship taught Colin a valuable life lesson, and that is to never compromise when it comes to relationships. The meek and mild-mannered man is replaced with a confident one who knows what he wants and knows his worth in the world. An aptitude for devotion, or in simpler terms, he aims to please. This incredible relationship is performed by Harry Melling and Alexander Skarsgård. The former is captivating in how he portrays this character's evolution. The meekness and the lack of strength in his voice was so apparent in the beginning, but throughout, the way he delivers his lines changes with the nature of the relationship. He teases, he becomes more assured, and it's just so charming. The latter, this is the sort of performance that makes straight men question themselves. Like, Alex Skarsgård was an absolute stud in this film. The coldness and the curtness of his delivery, but always delivered with such power and confidence. His performance during that day off sequence and that face he makes during the ending of it told such a beautiful, emotional story. As a director, Harry Lighton crafts a strong visual feast with the help of DP Nick Morris and editor Gareth Scales. There is such a fantastic flow to the camera movements, the blocking of the actors being picture perfect. The shots often focus on the perspective of Colin, and we get some wonderful images with this in mind. The team also loved to revel in the grandeur of the open road, since, Ray's a biker. My favorite sequence was when Colin and Ray were riding down the road and we got these perspective shots of Colin looking at buildings flying by, and the cuts being so quick and rhythmic, it was wonderful. The score and soundtrack in this film, composed by Oliver Coates, when used, was great. Ethereal synths and electronic music used sparingly to create this exciting and captivating atmosphere. But it's the use of licensed music and performed songs throughout the film that make the musical landscape so memorable. As Colin is in a barbershop quartet, we often hear him singing all these lovey-dovey crooner songs, with the ending one being rather poignant. We also get a ton of pop bangers which get you amped throughout the film. Overall, an incredible use of music in this film. Yeah, I'm thinking I dig this movie quite a bit. Pillion presents alternative lifestyles in a way that is respectful and thoughtful in regards to its many complexities. The performances by Skarsgård and Melling bring to life two incredibly dynamic characters in a romance that will challenge you and engross you. Harry Leighton's direction is well beyond his years, showing a command of his craft that would make you assume this was not a debut feature. I look forward to seeing what Harry Leighton does next, because if Pillion is any indication, the sky is the limit. Highly recommended. And I am feeling a 9.5 out of 10 on this one. This was a fantastic film. Love it. Catch you later, guys.